So well for Canada in that first game. They had a lot of turnovers, but they've gotten progressively better defensively as the tournament has gone along. And as we watch and wait for Canada to step onto the ice, offensively, they've been brilliant, and it's been balanced scoring. Not only have they scored 32 goals, but the goals have come from everywhere. The top three lines for Canada all have at least 6 5-on-5 goals, which is truly remarkable in a tournament like this. Here comes Jack Ivankovic leading Canada onto the ice. Of those three lines I mentioned, Cheryl, who have all been great, is one more critical than the rest tonight?
Well, they're all important, but I'm looking directly at the Baudouin line. I mean, what they've been able to do just in that shutdown goal capacity. Are they going to be up against the Sikora line, who has had 23 points over the course of this tournament? That is absolutely massive. They've also had 7 even strength goals. When you look at O'Reilly and Baudouin, they lead this team with 17 combined blocks. And then you've got Desnoyers, who was elevated after the Latvia game. And man, has he ever created space for this line.
Justin Williams, Mr. Game 7, used to adapt the philosophy, do all the little things, the simple things, but you have to have the courage to make a big play in big moments in games like these and moments like these.
You'll never think this way, but you have to mitigate mistakes. Sometimes games like this come down to who's going to make the most mistakes. You have to play the way you would want to play, but you have to have an understanding of what those critical mistakes could mean. Canada has only trailed for 4 minutes and 49 seconds in this entire tournament, a stretch in the second period against Czechia. Since then, they've outscored their opponents 30-9. 60 minutes away from a trip to the gold medal game. Gord Miller and Mike Johnson have it for you.
And we're back in St. Paul, Minnesota on this Sunday night, the second of 2 semifinals at the 50th World Junior Championship. The winner will take on Sweden in the gold medal game tomorrow night, and it brings together Canada and Czechia for the 6th consecutive playoff round at the World Junior Championship. Going back to 2021, the Czechs have won the last 2. Canada beat the Czechs in the gold medal game back in 2023 in Halifax. The officials of this game are Alexander Osterberg of Sweden, Rocco Stahoviak of the United States, the linesman Luka Mäkinen, and Joni Pekkala of Finland. And starting in goal for the Czechs is 18-year-old Michal Orszalak, plays for Prince Albert in the Western Hockey League, allowed 6 goals on 26 shots to Canada in the first meeting on Boxing Day. And Jack Ivankovic gets the start for Canada, has a .959 save percentage in the tournament. The freshman goaltender of the University of Michigan has a .927 save percentage there. Patrick Augusta's team has won medals in 3 consecutive World Junior Championships. And for Canada, it's Dale Hunter trying to return Canada to the gold medal podium. He put them there in 2020 with a gold medal win in Czechia, in Ostrava. And Cole Baudouin's line gets the start against the Peter Sikora line. So right away, Dale Hunter shows the matchup he wants head-to-head.
All right, guys. Congratulations, guys. Let's have a good game, okay? Sticks.
And here we go. High-scoring Canadians have scored at least 7 goals in 4 of their 5 games, but the Czechs have been resilient. That's turned over for Caleb Desnoyers, now played back to center ice by Adam Jiricek, who did not practice yesterday. He's been ill of late, and there has been a bug going around the tournaments, but Jiricek is here tonight, and Patrick Augusta has all hands on deck.
Don't want to hear that, because Patrick Augusta would be counting on Jiricek to play 25 minutes tonight in the way this game is likely going to go.
Face off back down to the Czech zone after the icing. Canada led 1-0, 2-1, trailed through 2, led 4-3 in that game against the Czechs on Boxing Day. Czechs tied the game 3 different times. Baudouin wins that drawback, but it's picked back up and moved ahead by Jakub Fibiger. Rink wide pass, pinballed off a leg. Nestershil missed on that. Now back goes Danford. He's tied up behind the goal, kicks it back around. Deschamps H's on his backhand off the glass, couldn't clear it out. Now Baudouin does, and a chance now for Canada. Sam O'Reilly comes busting in with Desnoyers. O'Reilly gets a step, moves it and shoots. And the stop made by Orszalak. Fibiger back with it. High off the boards and back down the ice. Cameron Reid plays it back around for Zane Parekh, the tournament point leader with 10. And 2 points away from Alex Petrangelo's record for the most points by a Canadian defenseman in a single World Junior. Set that in 2010 in Saskatoon. Parekh steps up. And Galvis came busting in. Keep an eye on Thomas Galvis, number 23. Now turned over to quick glove chance, or glove save by Ivan Kovic on the chance by Tomas Politin.
Politin, who is an agitator, goes right into Ivan Kovic's face to have a word, but a tough reverse here. Reed to nobody in particular, and it ends up right back out to Politin for a good chance. After Sam O'Reilly goes underneath the stick of Mirka, a good opportunity. Want to get your feet moving early. These two teams have shown that they can create offense against each other. That's one thing's for sure.
Michael Hage in for the face-off for Canada. Had a miserable time on the dot in the first 2 games, but is steadied of late. Above 50% now is Hage. Up ahead to Brady Martin. Banks that back out. And back to pick it up is Adam Tittelback. He gets promoted to the 3rd line for the Czechs for this game. That's knocked down by Gavin McKenna. McKenna from Whitehorse, Yukon. Yukon just endured its 3rd coldest December in history.
They're bundled up watching them tonight.
At the line, McKenzie collides hard with Stepan Hook. Plays called offside at the Canadian line.
It's been a good tournament for Gavin McKenna. It's been very productive, very consistent. Offense has been there, but every game. Yeah, the one big game against Denmark, but you'd love to see him shoot a little bit more. I think the goal scoring is there, although he loves to try to make that extra pass. He's very good at it.
Rashny wins that face-off back. Carson Karls plays it back across for Keaton Verhoff, the 2 draft-eligible defensemen paired together for Canada. Jet Luchenko. Trying to dig that free and behind the goal. Luchenko tied up. Fibiger up along the boards. It's moved back up by Yuri Klima. At center ice, poked ahead by Luchenko, and Jiricek took that away. And the on-rushing Jet Luchenko. Now it's center ice, moved back down. And Mate Kubiesa. Here's Verhoff with it. Pokes out ahead. And now Verhoff back with it. The freshman at the University of North Dakota, a 17-year-old freshman.
The plan was not to play this pairing very often, but Dale Hunter liked what he saw of them last game, so they'll get more ice time as they go along.
Verhoff off the glass, back down to the check line. Mirka moves out ahead. Rather Mirka, the Buffalo first-round pick, missed the first couple for the Czechs. It's wound in by Galvis. Secret long shot. Saved by Ivan Kovic. Rebound thrown back in front. Here's Nestershell. Shovels it there. Galvis put that through the crease. And it's banked back out by O'Reilly. A race for it now. Baudouin in on Mirka. And they'll call that icing on the Canadians. And a flurry for the Czechs around the Canadian goaltender, Jack Ivankovic.
Get used to that name, Galvis. He is a rushing defender, and he makes a lot of things happen. He drives everyone back, even though it's turned over. Seeker has gotten the shot right in the slot. Ivankovic with the save and the rebound, and one more. And you love to see that Ivankovic early. Looking calm, looking confident, and making a couple big saves to keep it scoreless.
Ivankovic, a 3-time gold medalist for Canada in under-18 tournaments, a Hlinka Gretzky Cup, and 2 under-18s. One of 16 Canadian players who won a gold medal at an IHF under-18 World Championship. And now Benak with a shot. That's blocked. Benak again shoots and puts that high. Baudouin with it. Poke checks that to the line. Canada needs a change here. And they'll start it now. Benak. A Minnesota 4th-round pick lines in, and he's poke checked there by Desnoyers, and it's picked back up by Aitchison. High in the air to center ice. That's gloved down. And moved back in by Mann. Aitchison lifts that back to center ice. And Hook plays that back for Mann. Lifted back in by Politin, and here's Keishon Aitchison back to pick it up. Snapped ahead by Danford, trying to find Misa with the pass, and Jiricek knocked that away for Fibiger. Michael Misa on the forecheck, causing problems for the Czechs. Now Hook has it back, moves out ahead, and tries to find Tittelbach. Drop back for Hook with a shot that's blocked by Danford. Porter Martone to T.J. Ginla. And away comes Ginla along with Misa. Ginla moves in on Fibiger. Back to pick it up to Novotny, but Misa got in the way of that pass. Here's Misa, loose behind the goal. He's knocked down by Novotny. Picked back up by Ginla. Back to Parekh. Zane Parekh dances the line, stays onside. Here's Parekh back with it. Flips it back down. The centering pass for Misa misfired. And picked up in the high slot. That's knocked away from Tittelbach. Back on it is Martone. Tittelbach gets a second try and skates it out for the Czechs. Bump back down to the Canadian zone as Ivan Kovic leaves it there for Reed. Cameron Reed, the Elmer, Ontario native, plays for Kitchener in the OHL. That's turned over for the moment. Kubiesa on it. And picked back up by Dranchak. Plays that back at the point to Galvis. A long shot that floats wide. Across the top is Klima. Parek's on him. That long shot hit a leg in front. Picked back up by McKenna as Canada breaks it out. McKenna lobs that back down to the check line as the Canadians begin to change. But they'll call a hand pass at center ice and play is called.
So you've referenced the sterling resume for Jack Ivan Kovic playing for Canada. Look at those numbers. I think it's the wins at the Linka and the U18s that are most impressive. And he's come out and had to be good early. Benak, who's been desperate to find a goal, looked like he might have had short side there, but sailed it on Ivan Kovic.
Ivan Kovic, a second-round pick of Nashville in the last NHL draft, eligible to return next year for Canada. Canada has 10 players on the roster young enough to come back next year in Edmonton and Red Deer. Bump back down to the Canadian zone as Ethan McKenzie's back to pick it up. Banks that back around for Harrison Brunik at the line, kept alive by Galvis. And Sikara's shot was blocked. Gets another try. Sikara tries to flip that back. And Baudouin knocked that away as it got it back up by O'Reilly. Brunik spins back in the corner with it. One of 6 Canadian players who's played in the NHL this year, but Neshville took that from him. Got it back up by O'Reilly. O'Reilly moves it in for Brunik. Cross he goes to Desnoyers. Brunik's driving the net, and he batted that wide. Here's O'Reilly back on it, loose in the corner. And Brunik retreats back to his blue line position as the Czechs bring it out. This is Murtka. Murtka plays for Seattle in the Western League. 16 players on the Czech roster play for CHL teams. That's the same number of CHL players that Canada has. Another Nestershov plays in the NCAA. Murtka tied up by Luchenko at center ice. Now knocked down by Kooks. In across the line on one knee, bats that back to the corner as Luchenko goes after it. Benak gathers it back up for the Czechs. Rink wide pass for Curran. Max Curran across the line. He had Luchenko over him, and Luchenko's chipped it back to center ice. Benak looks ahead for Pesanichka. And back is Danford. Around for Aitchison. Lifts that to Reshny, and Cole Reshny up for Braden Coots. Coots drops it back to Luchenko. Waiting for help off the bench. Drops it back for Parek. He shoots. And that got through, but the save is made by Orshilak. 13:24 to go here in the opening period. No score.
See Zane Parek at the top of that list by the end of this tournament.
Patrick Augusta said to us yesterday, we need to be shorthanded 3 times or fewer to have a chance here against this Canadian power play. Mies in for the face-off against Stepan Hoek. Scramble draw controlled by the Czechs. Novotny plays it around for Pesanichka. Stepping up is Reed to slap that back in the corner for Iginla. Misa comes in for it. The puck goes over the head of Reed. He retreats and kicks that back around as he's got back all over him. Novotny flipped that wide. Martone backhands it back around, looking for Parek. And Parek. That pass broken up at center ice, picked off by Novotny. And Novotny comes across the line. The play's offside.
You can see the problems Czechia is giving Canada. The pace of the forecheck and the aggressiveness up ice is not allowing Canada the time to have a clean look, to make a crisp pass, and to get on the routes going on the attack. It's been, turnovers or chips, and Canada can't get impatient. Zane Parek just coughed that one right up the middle, looking for a seam that wasn't available.
Twelve of the players in this game played in last year's quarterfinal match won by the Czechs, 6 aside. And here's Karls with it. Back across to Verhoff. As Martin tried to chip that down, and now does, as Hage goes after the loose puck. Dranchak up on the boards of Fibbiger, who finds Kubiesa. That's stolen at center ice by Martin. This time it at the line. Kubiesa had his pass broken up by McKenna, who feeds it back to Verhoff. 3 draft-eligible players on the ice for Canada right now. The 2 defensemen and McKenna. Hage banks it back down to Verhoff. Centers for McKenna that bounced away from him. And now Klima back the other way. He's got Dranchak with him, but McKenna came back and broke that pass up. Picked back up at center ice by Hage. Looks ahead to Martin. McKenna telling us yesterday the biggest thing he's worked on in his game this year is defensive play. That's stolen by Hage. In comes Hage. To the pull that back around. Klima breaks it up, and the Czechs break it back the other way. 3-on-2. Klima fires it back down to the Canadian zone as the Czechs need a change. Sikora had that taken away by Aitchison. Back around to Danford. Ben Danford lifts that back to center ice. It bounces down to McKenna. Looks ahead for O'Reilly as McKenna heads off on a change. Bumped around by Baudouin. There's a sharp angle shot by Aitchison. Almost tipped home by O'Reilly. Danford back around to O'Reilly. Leaves that there for Baudouin. Paul Baudouin. Back down to O'Reilly. That's taken away by Galvis. And Thomas Galvis moves it ahead. Put back across by Chihas. And that pass from Nestershil missed him. Loose behind the goal for Sikora. Banks that back at the point. Murka's shot that goes wide. And O'Reilly racing to it. Galvis took it away from him. Thomas Galvis. Pivots back. Galvis drops that back. She has a stick broke on him. Now back at the point is Murka. Kept the puck right on the line. Murka being watched by Desnoyers. And Nestershil plays it back around as Baudouin goes after Politin. They collide in the corner. Politin with it. Back for Nestershil to the point to Galvis. And the elusive Galvis, one of the top scoring demon in the tournament, winds in and shoots. That was blocked by O'Reilly. Now at the line, Benak brings it in, but the play's offside at the Canadian line.
Michael Hage has been really good for Canada's tournament. Good defensive positioning. Gets lost. Now he's trying to get a seam on the way in. He just can't find a way through Fibiger. Once he delayed, he missed handle on the back pull, and there's Michael's mom. I mean, yeah, wanting him to shoot as well. Lovely feature on the Hages.
Yeah, amazing story. Grew up a Canadiens fan, drafted by Montreal. Wasn't invited to try out for Canada last year, and has more than made up for the time lost this year. One of the top scorers in the NCAA when he left for the Canadian camp. Coots. Moves it ahead for Luchenko. That's played around by Pesanichka. Now Politin looks ahead for Curran. Max Curran comes in. Puck check there by Brunik. And Coots back on it. Bumps that back around to McKenzie. The twice undrafted Ethan McKenzie. Up ahead is Cole Reshny. Drops it back for Brunik moving in. Brunik. Gonna hook that back in front, but right on goal. That's put away from Orsulak. Still loose. And Coots knocked that wide. At center ice, here is Novotny. He lined up there by Misa, plays it back down to the Canadian zone. A low event first period so far after a very high event 7-5 first beating on Boxing Day. Brunik, lead pass to McKenzie. Crossing goes to Martone, who slaps it back down to the Czech zone. Fibiger goes back. Off the glass and back down to the Canadian then as Reed goes back. That almost hit the referee's skate as Perek lifts it back to center. Gloved down by Novotny. In comes Novotny, bumped there by Perek. Gathered back up and brought out by Martone. Crossing goes to Misa, that was poked away, and Adam Jiricek brings it up. Jiricek, the overtime hero for the Czechs in their win against the Finns with a spectacular between-the-legs goal he scored. Hook. Plays that back to Jiricek. Shoots! Ivan Kovac swatted that away. Here's Klima. Tied up by Misa in the corner. At the point, Fibiger plays it back around. Waiting for it is Martone. Slaps it back around. Perek can't get to it. He's tired. Been out there a while. Now Klima. Bumped by Reed. On the boards, Martone getting... Canada needs a change here. Martone plays it back to center ice. Fibiger looks in for Dranchak. Picked back up by Hage. Swings that rink wide for Reed. And Reed, the last guy trying to get off, he can't. And now Klima brings it back in for the Czechs. Klima shoots, that goes wide off the other side. Got it back up by Dranchak. Here's Martin back on it. Brady Martin back around. Galvis knocked that down. And Galvis played it back in. Patrick Augusta, the Czech coach, told us yesterday, no question in his mind that Galvis, who's undrafted, could play in the NHL. An undersized but very skilled defenseman. Lifted back to center. Sikora knocks that down. Now Sikora, the Washington draft, winds in across the line. Sikora Got to slide it back in front and does. That's hammered wide by Chias. And McKenna getting to it. Chipped out ahead, now knocked down and played back in by Pesanichka. Czechs have had the edge in territorial play here for the last few minutes as Baudouin plays that back to center ice.
Many man almost jumped out for Galvis there. Close.
Nestrashil plays that back across. Sikora. Being watched by Baudouin. Sikora plays it back for Pesanichka. And across to Mann. Down he goes to Nestrashil. Nestrashil drops that back. Mann works in. Otto Riley and shoots. And Ivan Kovic knocks that up and out of play. 7:18 to go in the first period. There's no score in the semifinal here in St. Paul.
They have had a hard time breaking down the pressure up ice of Czechia.
Luchenko for the face-off in the Canadian zone.
So many centers on every Canadian line. It's always a strong side guy taking the draw. Luchenko 65% for the tournament.
Philadelphia first rounder, the youngest player ever to play for the Flyers. They made their lineup this year. Face-off one cleanly back by Curran. Pesanichka plays it back around to Politin. He's tied up there by McKenzie. It's moved back out by Reshny. Up just Mann, the place for Prince Albert in the Western League. Moved out ahead, but the play's offside at the Canadian line.
Ask for Wegovy by name. Visit wegovy.ca for savings.
What we haven't seen as much of this first period as we saw in their first matchup, a lot of the chippiness and the chirping and the scrums. It's mostly been whistle to whistle, hard and physical, but less extracurriculars by both teams.
A number of the Canadian players telling us yesterday they felt they might have been too jacked up for that game on Boxing Day.
It's understandable against Czechia, given the last 2 years, first game of the tournament.
Shanko dumped at center ice as Pesanichka gathers up the loose puck. Pesanichka plays for Portland in the Western League. Is a second-round pick of Utah. 12 of these Czechs are drafted, 3 in the first round. Benak had that taken away by Luchenko. Now Benak moves it back across to Politin. He's got Curran jumping up. Curran plays it back for Benak moving in. Benak spins it back in front. That's knocked away by Burdick. And meantime, Ivan Kovic was spilled. And a penalty coming to Czechia. It's going to be Politin who goes off for goalie interference.
It's pretty good discipline by McKenzie not to go barreling at the Politin. Once he realized a penalty was being called, take the power play. And Patrick Augusta said, how many penalties?
3.
No more than 3. Well, you don't want to take one in the offensive end. Nobody near him at all. That is just careless by Politin. He's spinning around trying to find a potential pass, but goes right into the crease. Obvious call they have to make. And so Canada, who hasn't had too much time in the offensive end, gets to their first power play. A power play which is 8 for 17.
Number 18, minor penalty, interference on the goalkeeper.
And Ivan Kovic could take that little bump, and you could take the power play. No point in pushing back right now.
Canada 8 for 17 with 7 different goal scorers. Brady Martin leads the way with 2. He's out there now along with Reshny to take the face-off. Hage, McKenna the other forwards, and Parekh on the back end. It'll be Sikora to take the draw for the Czechs, who does it all for them. Canada controls out the face-off. Here is Parekh. Zane Parekh back around to Hage. Hage has a look. Back across to McKenna. Martin parked in front. Here's Reshny trying to feed that back door. Fibbiger got in the way of that. Now Parekh has to come back and pick it up for Martin, who taps it back, but the puck was back down to the Canadian zone. Parekh up ahead to Hage. And Hage rings that back around, waiting for it is McKenna. Looking back for Hage, that was broken up. Mann couldn't clear it out though. Knocked down, and now it's bumped out by Novotny. Parekh, second try, moves it across to McKenna. Gavin McKenna feeds it down to Reshny, walking in. Reshny feeds it back across. Hage, oh, what a stop by Orsulak. No goal, they say. Another chance for Parekh. That's turned away. Orsulak down. And the Canadians looking back, trying to figure out how that didn't go in the net.
They had it on the quick counter. McKenna slips it through to Reshny. He's got options. Galore goes back door. That one goes off the post. And it's Hage
It's pad
post. Oh boy, got a lot of net to hit. He just got it too far to the middle, and the puck comes back out. And Team Canada's bench parents cannot believe that did not go in. And the scramble ensues after that. Another good look for Parekh.
Now the
turn
face
aside.
Ginla was taking it. It's moved down the ice by Cihas, but he rockets that into the Canadian bench, and the faceoff will stay in the Czech zone.
Hage has been so good in this tournament, and it was right there for him. He had the right side of the net, anywhere on that side. Oh boy, the toe of the pad, then the post. Could not get much closer than that from Michael Hage. Cannot believe he didn't score that.
Faceoff won by Luchenko, but so cleanly it got by Parekh. Still a minute to go on the Canadian power play. Parekh. Up ahead to Misa. He was tied up by Seeker, rather. And at the line is held by Cihas for the moment. And Cihas will trail back to the Czech zone, now wristed back down to the Canadian end. Ivan Kovic taps out ahead for Parekh. Zane Parekh slings it ahead for Luchenko. Jet Luchenko winds in for Misa. Michael Misa. In the corner with it, Misa. Back to his old junior teammate, Parekh. Cross he goes to Martone. Martone to Parekh with a shot that goes wide. Rebound, Misa fanned on that. Still loose, Misa with it. Settles it, they score! TJ Ginla, power play goal, and Canada has the lead.
That's why you cannot take penalties against Canada. This is a different looking power play. Parekh drives it up the point, broken play, and Michael Misa. That is great poise in a tight area. First one, Karam's off him, he's trying to shoot it, but when it gets poked back to him by Luchenko, see the early look. He spots Iginla, knows where he wants to go with it, and then takes a half step to get himself a little bit more time and space, create the angle, and Iginla buries it. And it was Misa who said he owed Iginla one.
Yes.
After taking one away from him last game, he gives him one that he could not miss.
He inadvertently on the goal line knocked one out. So TJ Ginla has goals in 3 straight for Canada. He has 4 in the tournament, and the Canadians have a 1-0 lead with another power play goal. Ethan McKenzie, a big hit there on Kubiesa. Now it's knocked down by Bruno. 5th time in 6 games the Czechs have allowed the first goal of the game.
When Canada's power play goes out there, it feels inevitable. It feels like they are going to score. First unit, second unit, call whatever one you want. And Jet Luchenko, just some unsung work here. Getting those loose puck and intentionally getting out of the pile onto the blade of Misa. And you see the little shoulder check to find Iginla. Fiebiger gets puck focused. And just like that, it's 1-0 for Canada.
Misa and Luchenko draw the assists on the goal by Iginla. Pesanichka shoots, and that's knocked away with the blocker of Ivan Kovic. Hoke with it. Plays that back to Pesanichka. Tipped in front by Novotny, but taken away by McKenzie. And McKenzie, who hasn't stopped smiling since he arrived in the Canadian camp, moves out ahead to Hage. Hage pivots back in the slot. What a move by Hage. Feeds it back across, and off the post goes McKenna. Aitchison feeds it down. It's knocked away by Orszalak. Big in the corner. Bond and Martin go at it. Knocked down in center ice by Hage. Brought back in by Tittlebach. He shoots. Ivan Kovic to stop on that. And he'll hang on. 3:39 to go here in the first period. TJ Ginla from Lake Country, BC, has Canada.
From the day one of pre-competition games, and he is smarting on the bench. He's the hitter, not the hittee, but his right shoulder maybe took the worst that one. Man sees him coming, gets up underneath him a little bit, falls awkwardly. And even young guys get a little achy when they're hit that hard.
Tied for the Canadian goal-scoring lead with 4. It's a 4-way tie now with TJ Ginla in it.
It's good balance.
Well, that was Patrick Augusta's comment yesterday. We don't know who the head of the snake is. Who do you attack here to try to shut down? There's a lot of depth here.
You know what it is? It's the power play.
Right, and that's what he talked about.
Yep.
Aitchison flips that back down to the check zone. Bouncing puck knocked away from O'Reilly by Jiricek, but O'Reilly keeps up the battle. On the other side, here's Danford stepping up. Danford shoots off the side of the goal. Bouncing puck picked up, and a chance for Desnoyers goes wide. And the puck skips off the glass, up and out of play.
Better forecheck by Canada, though. Sam O'Reilly draws in the attention, forces the hard ring to a Canadian defender, and then good things happen. Danford outside of the net, and Desnoyers, who has been so effective, can't get the puck to sit down. And he, whoa, that is so close to going in. Oh. Catches the shoulder pad and just a tip of it. Otherwise, it'd be 2-0 Canada.
Now Reshny steps in for the face-off against Curran, which doesn't sound like much of a Czech name. He's born in Prague. His dad is Irish. Will draw control by the Czechs. Galvas to the line, but not out. Reed kept it alive, and now Curran's got it back. Banks it back down to the Canadian zone as Coots goes back. Coots turns it over. Chance for Benak at the side of the goal. Galvas a backhand shot, kicked out, and covered, rebound, score! Curran catches, and the game is tied at
1. That's a big goal for Czechia. Canada had a couple good chances to maybe make it 2. And Czech comes right back. Coots, shoulder check, and he's trying to go D to D, but the play is read by Benak. And then there's nobody down in front of the net in support because everyone's releasing on a play they think is going to be made behind the net. There's Parekh, there's Reed, the 2 defensemen. Neither one of them near Max Curran, who's able to slide it just under the pad of Ivan Kovic. The problem on turnovers when you're going back for the puck is everyone's releasing for the pass and the coverage is not in position. Ends up with Max Curran on the doorstep.
His first in the tournament place for the Edmonton Oil Kings. Last year he was the Canadian Hockey League Scholastic Player of the Year. His average in his 13 core courses was 100. If he'd lost, there'd be an investigation. So 1-1 the score late in the first period. Czechs tied the game 3 times against Canada on Boxing Day. They've done it again here in the semifinals. Porter Martone works in. Now Martone back on it. Verhoff. Back down to Misa. Verhoff shoots. That's blocked in front. Rebound loose. And there's a Gimma feeding it back across. And Pesanichka knocked the loose puck away. Now Klima chips it back down. This will be an icing call against the Czechs.
And Max Curran's done a lot of good job on that all-CHL line in support, but not getting the offense done. But the quick step of Benak knocks it down. And you can see everyone's just running around. And puck caroms to Curran. Ivan Kovic gets the post, but can't get the pad flat when he gets there. And it drifts just underneath them. Should not be surprised these 2 teams trading goals back and forth.
Well, it was 7-5 on Boxing Day. Cage for the face-off against Dranchak. Off the face-off, a scramble draw controlled by the Czechs as Mann plays that around. McKenna comes after it. Poke that free for the moment, Pesanichka. Pass goes off the heel of Novotny across for Pesanichka. Up for Novotny. Here comes Novotny, a shot. Ivan Kovic knocks that away. Cage. Up at Luchenko. Out with McKenna. Luchenko drops it off for McKenna. Gavin McKenna. Great pass across to McKenzie. Shoots. Tips it wide. And now Luchenko
goal interference
is going to get it here.
Now, this is one of those ones, if he scores this pass, it won't count. He's saying he got shoved in from behind. Was he stopped and pushed into the goaltender? Good little cross and drop. He goes. He looks like he's standing still. No, he gets shoved into the goaltender by Fibiger. He stopped. That's a bad call.
Not working. Canada number 17 has a 2-minute minor for cross-checking.
They're calling for the cross-check.
It's either cross-check or fall on top of him. It's probably better to put your stick out to brace him, but that should not be a penalty. That's a contact that's initiated by the defenseman, Fibiger. But also worth noting, Luchenko out on the ice, Brady Martin not. Took his spot on that line.
Just the 13th time Canada's been shorthanded in their 6th game. They've allowed one power play goal so far.
Number 17.
Czechs are good in the power play. They've been 6 for 19 so far. Kubiesa leads the way. He's got 2, and he's got the puck right now. Kubiesa with it. Feeds that back for Galvis, and that pass misfired. And Galvis spins back. Sikora moves in on O'Reilly. Sikora takes the return pass from Novotny. And Sikora winds in, feeds that down, kicked across by Chias. And now Baudouin on it. Minute to go in the period.
1 minute left in the first period.
Fed back across to Sikora. He's got some time. Looks for Novotny. Loose puck tapped wide by Kubiesa. Back in the corner for Novotny. He looks back for Sikora. Winds, walks in. Feeds it across. Kubiesa's shot. Ivan Kovic the save. And now bumped to the line, but not out by O'Reilly. Sikora moves in. Centers it. Tapped on goal. Ivan Kovic. 2-point blank saves on Novotny. And the rebound sent down the ice by Aitchison. 30 seconds to go in the period. Galvis winds in. That pass in behind Curran. Got it there by Coots. Reed. Back around to Brunick. And that's back out to center ice. Jiricek to Benak. And Reed knocked that down. It's bumped back out by Coots as Benak has to hustle back. And time winds down here in the period. The Czechs will have 17 seconds of power play time to start the second period, but they came oh so close to taking the lead late.
Ivan Kovic was sharp on the penalty kill to close out the period. The one-timer, good save there off the chest, good movement. But the rebounds here for Novotny. Tip 1, rebound 2. Ivan Kovic swallowed both up. Nothing for Novotny to find low in the net. And a good period for Czechia ends with them pushing on the power play.
1-1 the score, heading for our first.
In a game where Dale Hunter elected to go with 8 defensemen and just 12 forwards. There is no extra available.
We're back at the point by Jiricek, so Carter Bear and Liam Greentree are healthy scratches for Canada. Adam Jiricek moves that up, 3 shots on goal for the Czechs in the power play. Aitchison goes back as they back to 5-on-5. Ben Danford picks that free, trying to chip that. Sikora picked it off, and now Luchenko out of the box has it for O'Reilly. O'Reilly back for Luchenko. The flip knocked down by Jiricek. Luchenko gets in, poke that just wide. Baudouin back around. Knocked down by Danford. Fires it back in for Baudouin. His centering pass goes off a skate. Luchenko trying to take it free and does for Baudouin. Plays it back. Danford miscued that shot. Martone trying to reach in for it. And Sikora lifts that back. Kicked ahead by Danford for Martone. Pass goes back to Perek. That's knocked away, and Chias has it back for the Czechs. Glove down by Danford. Plays it back across for Perek. Lead pass to Iginla. TJ Iginla trying to poke that ahead. Chias took it away. Now Danford has it back and back down to the Czech zone. Galvis brings it back around. Kicked down by Politin and fed back down to the Canadian zone as Perek goes back. Perek got Benak on him. Iginla plays it back around. Murtka steps up, and Iginla got to that. Iginla, lead pass for Misa. Michael Misa, rink wide for Perek jumping up. And Perek moves in, but the play is offside at the Czech line.
Something that we have seen all tournament long has been the superior speed of Jet, appropriately named Luchenko, causing problems. There's another one, quick stick, and a chance right in front for Luchenko. Jumps around Jiricek, just can't quite corral it on the fresh ice. And there's Dad, Jim, Mom Joan, Mr. Jenna, all trying to will that one. Brother Jace joining the party too, the whole Luchenko family.
Jace won the, with the London Knights, won the Marlborough's Holiday Invitational Tournament. The family had to divide and conquer to attend these 2 tournaments.
All right, Jet, I set the bar for you. Go follow it up.
Now that clearing attempt knocked down by Hage. Hage back in the corner. Feeds that back in the point. McKenzie, a shot that goes off the leg of Curran. And Politin has it back for the Czechs. And across the line, he winds around Hage. Politin drops it back for Pesanichka. Picked up by McKenna. Chips that back for Hage, and Canada's off to the races. Hage moves in on Galvis. Hage still on it. Back around to Coots. And McKenzie knocks that down. In for Hage. Centers for McKenna. McKenna pivots back. Coots at the line along. Wrist shot floats just wide. And lifted it back up by Benak to center ice. McKenzie has it back for Canada. Reshny moving in with Coots and McKenna. And in the midst of a change as it's batted back down to the Czech zone, and Pesanichka lead pass to Hook. Danford can't clear it out. There's Novotny with a sharp angle shot, stopped by Evan Kovic, and he'll hang on.
So for the first time, some juggling on Canada's bench with Martin out of the lineup. They'll have to put Coots up with Hage and McKenna to start the period. And I wonder if they're just going to rotate an extra guy through every fourth and not break up the fourth line per se and play three. Canada's strength is their depth. They're better throughout their lineup than the opposition. They want to keep using that.
Face off control by the Czechs. Novotny plays it back around. Tittlebach racing to it. And Benoit knocked that down. Luchenko. Puck taken away by Novotny. Now Mon with a shot. Goes off the stick of Aitchison. Here's Reshny. Reshny. Got to move that ahead. The puck still on his feet. Picked up by Tittlebach. And Tittlebach pivots back in the corner. Face on the other side. Novotny tied up there by Danford. And Danford careful not to hold up Tittlebach too much. And now Novotny back on it. Novotny spins back. Plays that to Mon. Back across he goes to Pesanichka. And Luchenko almost poked that free. Danford. Backhands at it for Luchenko, but not out. Pesanichka shoots. Dribbling puck in front. Ivan Kovic down. And a great stop there in tight on Tittlebach on the rebound. And Ivan Kovic's lost his goal stick. Pesanichka's shot was blocked. Chance in front. Tittlebach shoots, scores! Adam Tittlebach gives the Czechs the lead.
Good hard shift of offensive zone cycling. And Ivan Kovic loses his stick as Novotny skates through it. And now he's scrambling. The rebound gets out to Tittlebach. Quick little flick. And that is a quick flick from Tittlebach. Promoted to this line for this game. He generally has been the 13th forward.
His first point of the tournament.
And he pops on one. But that was just good work down low. Aitchison, Danford could not stop the cycle, get a pin, and make a pass. Danford had it on his stick. He gave it right back to the blue line. When you get it, you have to do everything you can to make a good pass with it. Unless you're getting yourself troubles.
Tittlebach from the Vancouver Giants of the Western Hockey League. Canada's only trailed twice in the tournament, in both games against the Czechs. Now a chance 2-on-1. Here they come again. Sikora walks right in. Sikora fans on the shot, still is to the side of the goal. Now lifted back out by Reid. And as Clippergill goes back, icing called, and the Canadians on their heels here to start the second period.
And one more look at the goal. Ivan Kovic loses his stick as he's out of the crease as Novotny's going after the puck. And the breaks down here. No one's able to quite get there. Aitchison is a little bit quiet in closing on Tittlebach, and Ivan Kovic doesn't see it, can't react to it. And the Czechs have their first lead of the game.
And the word from Team Canada is that Brady Martin will not return tonight.
That is a huge loss for Canada.
Jiricek shoots, that ramps off a stick and wide. Sam O'Reilly on it. Looks ahead to Iginla, knocked down by Politin backing up. Politin shoots, that goes off the stick of Iginla. Here's Politin again, he fired that high. Fibiger looks back down, Curran centers it. And Benak's shot was blocked. Now Jiricek a drive, that's blocked. And the puck once again goes up and out.
Okay, so Team Canada would have had that news in the intermission that Brady Martin's not going to be back. They'll miss his physicality, his power play, his leadership, his jam. But usually if you lose a forward, it's not a big deal because you can dress an extra forward. They don't have that luxury with 8 defensemen dressed in the game. And you're seeing on the rotation different combinations that we have not seen. Here's McKenna with Martone and Misa. Canada's been pretty consistent with their lines the whole tournament. And now injury has forced that out the window.
Face-off control by the Czechs. Sikora fades that back to Mrtka. Shot blocked in front. Got it back up by Galvas. Feeds it back across. Chiaz, a quick wrist shot. And Ivan Kovic makes the save, and the shot's piling up for the Czechs now. 13-6. They lead in the game.
9-1 since TJ Ginla scored Canada's goal. And just trying to find an answer to settle things down, get a little bit more control in their own end. Once again, the offensive zone, they have no problem. They just got to get there more often.
Gieson for the face-off, wins that back to Aitchison. Lifted back down to the Czech zone. Little backspin on that as Galvas is back to pick it up. The backbone of this Czech team is the two defensemen, Galvas and Jiricek. Two very different players. Picked out by Sikora. He winds in. Sikora spins and shoots. That was blocked in front by Aitchison. And that took a fine indication on Aitchison. Chiaz with it. Back down to Sikora. Nisa steps into him. 5 gone here in the second period. Czechs lead 2-1. Winner gets Sweden in the gold medal game tomorrow night. The loser will play the Finns for bronze earlier in the day. Mrtka moves in. It's poked ahead by McKenna. And Martone almost sprung Misa. The pass in behind him. Chiaz back with it. Across to Mrtka. For Benak, plays it down as Verhoff goes back for Canada. Keaton Verhoff to Ben Danford. Slapped ahead by Hage for McKenna. And now it's Martone out as Martone chips it in deep. Pesanichka lost the puck to Martone for a moment. Along the boards is Politin. Rink wide, he goes for Benak. As Carl stepped up on him. Carson Carl's leveled Benak there. Here's Hage back with it. And Hage out to center ice, knocked down by Mann. And fed back down to the Canadian zone as Carls goes back. Into the Cypress River, Manitoba. Carls is tied up, and now Ginla's got it back for Verhoff. Verhoff lifts that back to center. It dribbles back down to the Czech zone. Orszalak steered that away from Ginla. TJ Ginla, who has the Canadian goal, feeds that back. Carls with a drive, goes off a skate. Coots skates by the puck. Now knocked down by Ginla. Ginla spun around by Pesanichka. Spins back again. Ginla. Cross ice pass intercepted there by Tillbach. And Tillbach's pass was bumped by Carls. And then Verhoff stepped into his man as he knocked Chiaz off the puck. Carls up for Rashny. Chip back to the Czech zone as Canada changes. Jiricek, whose World Junior 2 years ago ended in the first period of the first game when he suffered a knee injury that ended his season. Carls up the line but not out. Played back in by Dranchak. Here's Brunik. Lifts it back to center ice. That got away from Luchenko. Jiricek up for Dranchak. In comes Dranchak winding in. Shoots from a sharp angle. That's deflected wide as Brunik got a stick on that. Luchenko chips that to Carls. Up at Denoyer. His long shot knocked away by Orszalak. Gathered back up by Kubiesa. Flips it back down the Canadian zone as McKenzie goes back. Ethan McKenzie. Up for Brunik. Chipped back in by O'Reilly. And Mrtka hustles back to the loose puck. Baudouin stepped into him. McKenna knocks it down. Kevin McKenna feeds it back in deep. This is McKenna with O'Reilly and Baudouin for Canada. Fed back to Perek on the line. It's held by Reed with a shot that goes off the foot of Sikora. At the sound of the goal, Baudouin looks down to McKenna. And McKenna pokes that back to Reed. Slides that to an open corner. O'Reilly waiting for it. Banks it back around to McKenna. Picked off by Mrtka. He finds Sikora. Flips it back down to the Canadian zone, but icing called against the Czechs.
Canada experiencing something that they have not a lot of time with, which is trailing. They have been in control, or feeling like they've been in control virtually the entire tournament. And this last 5 minutes of the first period, the first 8.5 of the second period, it's not felt that way. It has been Czechia largely pushing the pace of play.
This game is beginning like the tournament did was a wobbly 7-5 winner of the Czechs in the opener, then the 2-1 overtime win. Face-off controlled by Sikora, but at the line, knocked down by Danford. In for Misa. Michael Misa spins and shoots again. In shoots. Ursulak can't find it. It's under his pads. And a late poke there by Martone. He's leveled. As Ursulak makes the save in tight. 11:26 to go here in the second period. Canada comes close, but the Czechs lead 2-1.
Referees continue to discuss the last scrum in front of Ursulak. Porter Martone going after a loose puck, and the point that is important is that this puck is loose as it's sitting in front of Ursulak. He doesn't know where it is, so a little poke by Martone. And you tell me if this tackle by Galvis warrants a penalty. He sort of jumped on him and driving his head towards the ice. After Iginla had the good chance, try to stuff it underneath. Ursulak gets up, it's under his chest, and that is something that we've seen call a penalty a lot in this tournament. Doesn't feel like that's going to be this time through. And there you see the loose puck, so Martone has the right to go and try to get it, and that's a good look at the penalty that Canada was looking to be called.
So face off in the offensive zone will be Reshny along with Desnoyers and Luchenko for Canada. We're going to see every combination here down the stretch with Canada down to 11 forwards.
28.5 minutes. Canada has 6 shots on net.
Face off won by the Czechs. And Politin trying to play that ahead. Got up by Luchenko. Reed up for Perek. Now Reshny goes in on Mann. Reshny trying to work that free. Back at the point, held by Reed. Cameron Reed drops it off to Desnoyers. Walks right in. Desnoyers shoots. It was off the leg and wide. That was blocked by Curran. Desnoyers back with it. Winds in again. Desnoyers can't get a shot away as Benak broke that up. Desnoyers for Reshny, held by Perek. Knocked down by Reshny. And played back down to Desnoyers. Shields off Pasanichka. Desnoyers, great job there to outmuscle the Czech defense, but it bounces back in the high slot. Reed holds it at the line. Reed drops it back for Coots. Coots with the wrist shot, that's blocked. Perek holds the line. And Perek back with it. Zane Perek pivots back. And Benak took that away from him and kicks it back to center. Page brings it back. Politin is down as Page works in, rolls that down. Ursulak makes the save and hangs on.
Everyone on both teams now sprawling all over the place trying to draw penalties.
Perek was knocked down.
Politin, who miraculously recovered from whatever happened in the neutral zone, is down there in the middle of the scrum. Perek went for a sail as well. We saw a lot of this in the first game. Tempers flaring. Perek thought he was held here, so a little cuff there. Politin tries to draw a penalty, doesn't get one. Canada wants a hold on it. Probably could have got a high stick there from Perek. Doesn't get one. Then down in front, Perek does the same thing, and the referees have this game teetering right now.
Page, McKenna, and Coots is the forward line for Canada. As Hoke steps in for the face-off for the Czechs. 10:19 to go here in the second period. Page wins it back to McKenna with a shot. He ripped wide. Brunik shoots. That's wide as well. Racing to it is McKenna. Drops that back for McKenzie. A long drive, and Ursulak steers that away. Up comes Novotny with it. Adam Novotny chips it back down to the Canadian zone. McKenzie on it. Leaves it there for Hage. Up to Coots. The lead pass, the return pass for Coots is broken up. And now Brunik lifts it back down to the Czech zone as Jiricek goes back for it. That's stolen by Hage. He was almost off to the races. By Brunik and back down to the Canadian zone as icing was waved off. Harrison Brunik. Second round pick of Pittsburgh a couple years ago. One of 3 second-round picks on this Canadian roster. Brunik up to McKenzie. Fires it back down. A funny bouncer. Ursulak got to be careful with that. And he'll freeze it with Baudouin breaking in.
being a cover from a shot from beyond the zone. Should be no commercial break, no change. Although I do see some guys going off for Czechia. Canada's got to find a little tempo here. Some puck battles won, some time in the offensive zone. If they do, they will get their chances.
Misa, Iginla, Martone are together. That has been a standard line for Canada from the start of the tournament. Draw control by Merkin, but it's picked up by Iginla. Iginla back to Martone. Jumping up is Verhoff for it. Poked by him and back down to the Canadian zone. Karls is back for it. Carson Karls being watched by Yuri Klima, who is not related to the longtime NHLer Peter Klima. I'm contractually obligated to say that once again. In comes Iginla, 2-on-1, shoots. Orszlak makes the save on that and hangs on with Misa looking for the loose puck. 8:54 to go.
Heading in as Martone chips it out, and Iginla with a nice pivot. Good decision probably to shoot the puck. He wants to get it to Misa, but he's got a back checker and the defenseman sprawled in the way, so he's trying to find a gap on Orszlak. Here, look at it here. He's looking at Misa the whole way. This puck falls through the legs of Orszlak in behind him again. As Iginla has been a dangerous, one of the few dangerous Canadian attackers so far.
Canada stuck on 6 shots with 8:54 to go in the second.
Can't imagine that shot clock's right, since Iginla just hit him right in the chest. Right. As it moved.
Parak bangs it back in deep. Desnoyers had it knocked away by Merkin. And O'Reilly plays it down to Baudouin. Paul Baudouin works it loose, drops it back. Parak with a shot that goes high. Nestrashil off the puck to Desnoyers, rings it back around. Chihas plays it back again to Sikora. Moving with Nestrashil. Sikora walks right in, backhand shot stopped by Evan Kovic.
Again, that was Sikora with his best, accidentally, completely on purpose, fall into Ivan Kovic. Given what we just saw for the penalty to Jetlachenko, I have to wonder what the refs will do with this.
Rocco Stachowiak, the American ref, is standing in the slot, pointing at the penalty box, but we're not sure who he's taking.
Sikora knows exactly what he's doing. He gets a little nudge, there's no doubt, on the rebound. And he can't believe he's got a penalty, but there he goes.
Remember, Sikora was the villain last year in Ottawa after being hit by Cole Baudouin. We got a game misconduct in that game. Sikora was booed every time he touched the puck after that.
And he has been great for Czechia in this tournament. And you see Parak pinches. He doesn't really have support underneath. It's a bit of a 2-on-1. So Sikora stops, looking for a rebound. Nothing wrong there. A little shove by Desnoyers, but it's
calling for a slash here.
So
it's after that. It's the scrum afterwards.
But watch his legs. He gets a little shove from Desnoyers in the back, and just watch how his body reacts. Little shove coming up here, and he all of a sudden just goes rolling right over top of Ivan Kovic with edge work to push himself there. So the Luchenko penalty, which should not have been a penalty, was called for goal interference. Something similar here is the last chance for Parak. A rolling puck, still managed to get it upstairs. Oh my goodness.
Off the arm of Orszlak.
It's exactly the same as the Desnoyers chance early in the first, just off the top shoulder.
Canada 1 for 1 on the power play, now 9 for 18 in the tournament, but their key trigger man, Brady Martin, is in the dressing room injured. He leads the way with 2 power play goals for Canada. Hage plays that back, that's knocked ahead by Parak. Zane Parak. Up for Hage. Parak for Reshny. Reshny back to Parak for Hage. Hage moves in, has some room, and shoots at the goalpost. Up the other side, Parak fires. Orszlak makes the stop on that.
Straight out.
Is that straight out? It is. The linesman says it's straight out. It's a 2-man advantage for Canada for 1 minute and 39 seconds. And Polachin will go off.
Czechia, number 18, minor penalty, delay of game, puck out.
Chances for Hage, good patience, and he rings this one right off the post. Parekh into the pad of Orszalak as well. A lot like the Hage chance earlier, and then Politin sends it. But look at Orszalak, doesn't know where it is. It is shot into his pad on the far side of the net. Parekh had an empty net. We'll get a great look at it here. Now the puck's spinning like a top. You're trying to get on it quickly. And he just doesn't pull it to the short side. So what a chance. Minute 39.
Sam O'Reilly out there on the power play.
Brady Martin would be out here. He left after the first period and is not going to return tonight.
So the door wide open for Canada here. With 8 to go in the second period. Reshny wins it back to Parekh. Parekh back across to McKenna. Feeds it across. Hage shoots. Saved by Orszalak. Loose puck in the slot. Gathered back up by Reshny. And McKenna can't hold the line. What a chance there.
How are these not going in the back of the net? What an effort.
In comes McKenna. Gavin McKenna feeds that back to Parekh. Hage for McKenna. Back he feeds it. Parekh with a shot. Orszalak makes the stop, and there's no rebound.
Canada got the look they wanted right off the faceoff. Parekh over to McKenna, through to Hage. We've seen this to win a game against Latvia in overtime on a 4-on-3. It's the same look, and it's, oh, what is that hit? Orszalak goes flying across. Off the body, off the post again. That's another post for Hage. 3 posts for him in this game.
Draw controlled by Canada. Hage back to Parekh. Parekh feeds it back across to McKenna. Orszalak fell for a moment. McKenna shoots. Orszalak save. Rebound loose in front for O'Reilly. Drops it back to Hage for Parekh. Parekh takes a return pass and fires. Scores! Zane Parekh sneaks it through, and Canada's tied the game at 2.
Canada finding the seams. Orszalak was flying all over the place. He caught an edge. He flew out of the net. And I don't wonder if this Parekh shot doesn't catch a piece of somebody in front. He says, enough of this. I'm going to shoot this. And it hits the pants of Reshny. It hits the pants of Reshny and stops. Slows down, and Orszalak, who's sprawling, trying to get a glove on it, falls down. And after all these close chances that don't go in, Parekh's mom and dad can celebrate one that does find the back of the net. And they did it in 42 seconds.
Right.
Still a minute 18 on the power play for Canada.
Now Luchenko out there. The lead pass goes to Misa. Misa, Iginla, Martona, Luchenko, the forwards of the power play. Lifted back out. A race for it now is moving back as Parekh. Chias gets to it first. And Zane Parekh will pick up his 11th point of the tournament. He leads the tournament in points, and he's one off the Canadian record for defenseman, for points by defenseman in one tournament. Here's Martone with it. Feeds it back to Luchenko. Back across to Parekh. Zane Parekh. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Back to Luchenko. Luchenko to Parekh. There's Misa with a shot that was blocked by Fibiger. Misa back for Parekh. A drive goes off the inboards. Bounces to Iginla. Across to Misa. In for Iginla. Iginla winds out of the corner. Slides that back to Parekh. Back across to Misa. Iginla. Parekh centers a tip wide by Martone. Misa pokes that free. Race for it in the corner. Jiricek had the wall sealed. That's knocked down by Parekh. Picked free by Martone. Porter Martone spins back. Try to center it. Jiricek picks it off. It's gloved down at the line by Hage. Hage feeds it back in front. Martone across the pass. Missed Parekh. Power plays over as Politin steps back on. McKenzie drive. That deflects wide. 5 shots on goal all told for Canada on that power play. And it's a 2-2 tie. Jiricek out to center. The Canadians had to leave that. It would have been too many men. McKenzie to center ice to McKenna. Back across to Hage. Hage feeds it ahead. In comes McKenna. Yeah, McKenna was poke checked there by Chias. Out to center ice. It's gloved down by McKenzie. Keeps it onside. McKenna trying to center it. Galvis has it back. 2 discarded sticks out there. Galvis moves away from Hage. And Thomas Galvis Being forced there by Hage. McKenna got a stick on it. McKenna works that free. Knocked down by Hage. Now picked off by Jiricek. Up ahead to Politin. With Curran. Politin. Rink wide pass. Bennett moves it. And fans on the shot. Lead pass to McKenna. Bouncing puck is taken away by Galvis. Up ahead to Politin. The plays offside at the Canadian line. 5:03 to go in the second period. Cole Reshny gets the bounce, and Canada gets a tie game here in the second period. Ackland, Saskatchewan, the Calgary first rounder, has his third of the tournament. Another power play goal for Canada. That's 10. Patrick Augusta just give it to the officials from the bench.
Patrick Augusta should, he knows better though. He said we can't take more than 3. They've taken 3 penalties. Canada scored 2 goals on them. They knew this was going to be an issue if you are not disciplined, and the Sekera penalty was a bad penalty.
Galvis goes back, being forced by Coots. The centering pass knocked down by Galvis. Here's Novotny with it. Lead pass to Hook. In across the Canadian line, but it's offside.
So it was clearly a scrambly situation, the 5-on-3. Orszalak was flying all around. He's falling down here, and he's trying to catch the puck, but the puck hits Reshny's skates and slows down, so he can't stay vertical long enough, and the puck just falls over top. Parekh celebrating, Reshny celebrating, and Canada breathes a sigh of relief as they finally tie the game. It's been an offensive grind so far for Canada. They haven't had the puck in the offensive zone nearly as much as they'd like to. They've had to be good in the power play, and they have been.
Well, pre-tournament predictions were that the 3 best teams were Canada, Sweden, and Czechia, and they're the 3 teams left standing in the chase for the gold medal. Verhoff had that knocked away. Kubiesa centers it. Martone knocked that down. Here's Iginla. His pass intercepted, but brought back now by Martone. Porter Martone works in, drops it back to Iginla for Martone, and Klima broke that up. Head for Dranchak. Chip back down to the Canadian zone as Verhoff goes back for it. Verhoff high off the glass. And Martone bats that back to center. Scooped up by Karls, who jumped into the rush. In comes Iginla. Feeds it back across. Visa in the back. Handshot. Orszalak makes the save with the rebound. Rolled wide. Dranchak almost tapped that in his own net. Iginla pokes it down to Misa. Back in for Iginla. Drops it back to Parekh. That skipped away from him and back out to center ice. Parekh snaps the pass ahead, broken up by Kubiesa, and fed back down to the Canadian zone. Reed back for it. Lead pass, moved down by Desnoyers as Baudouin comes back for it. O'Reilly forces that free to Baudouin. And Jiricek finds Nestrashil up for Sekera. Sekera. Poke check at the line by Reed. Now Getters it back up. It gets crunched there by Desnoyers. Nestrashil leaves it back for Jiricek with a shot that hit Nestrashil in the back. And Desnoyers snaps that back for Parekh. Parekh lifts it back down to the check zone by Fibiger. And icing waved off as O'Reilly got there first for Canada. O'Reilly kicks it free. Jiricek. Up ahead to Benak. For Sekera, he got slammed down by Aitchison at the Canadian line. Danford plays it back around for Desnoyers. And the air and back down to the check zone as Murtka goes back. Now brought back by Curran's got to wait for teammates to get on side. Looks for Galvis, who fires that wide of the goal. Tittlebach has one of the check goals. In behind the goal, Danford brings it around, knocked down by Galvis. Thomas Galvis. Spins it back in. Politin centers it. And Baudouin reaching for that, knocked it away. Tittlebach. Across the top. Long shot by Tittlebach was blocked by Baudouin at the end of a very long shift. And Baudouin will go to the Canadian bench. Curran plays it ahead as Danford goes back. Aitchison to the line, but not out. Now it does squirt free and a race for it now. In comes Hage. Michael Hage in alone. Backhand shot stopped by
penalty shot.
And a penalty shot. Michael Hage is going to be awarded a penalty shot late in the second period.
Came off the bench, full energy, full head of steam, turns the puck over and was in alone.
Has been awarded a penalty shot.
And the puck was slashed off his stick. Just as he's about to get ready to do his move. A slash in the hands by Zanichka caused him to lose the puck. Not a lot there, but the chance was thwarted because of it. One realized it's a penalty shot. Here he goes.
Michael Hage, a chance to give Canada the lead. Hage moves in, and it's poked up his stick.
He wants a trip. He wants a trip.
And the officials are talking about it.
He's right. It's an empty net if he doesn't get his feet taken out from under him. Goaltenders, when they're in trouble, in desperation, will slash the hands or the feet when they miss the puck. And Orsulak, no question, goes into Hage's feet when he's about to tuck it in the empty side. We'll get a good look at it here. Like that, I mean, could not be clearer.
So the 4 officials conferring, and here's the call from Rocco Stachowiak.
On the play, 29 was tripped. He's going to get a reshot.
The right call. It's the right call. Hage was right on top of it. So are the officials.
There's something you don't see every day.
It's the right call.
So Hage, round 2 on Orsulak. Hage winds in, and same move, misfires, and it remains a 2-2 tie.
He went right back to the well. I'm surprised he went to the exact same move twice in a row, and Orsulak was on top of that one. What drama. Tries to sell it hard, but it's another poke check into the feet that dislodges the puck. And it's just such a hard pull, he can't quite handle it. And after all that, no goal. And you wonder, penalty shot success rate is about 33.
Yeah.
Power play success rate is about 50.
Well, for
Canada right now.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You don't think you wouldn't take the penalty shot, but maybe in this situation, how good, if you could pick, which you can't, if you could, maybe a power play would have been better. Probably should be able to pick, really.
You should have the option. Because, for example, if you get awarded one late in the game, you might rather have a power play.
Of course. Patrick Augusta looking for an explanation.
Talking to referee Alexander Osterberg.
I mean, you could quibble with perhaps how hard the slash was that dislodged the puck on the way in, but it knocked the puck off his stick. The trip, it was textbook trip that Orsulak did, and a good one by him. Listen, you're beat for a goal, trip him. Do whatever you can, give yourself another chance. He did it, and it paid off.
Now Baudouin for the face-off against Sikora. Sikora wins that face-off back to Jiricek, lifts it back to center ice for Chihas. Knocked away by Danford. Baudouin knocked off the puck by Nestrashil. And Aitchison goes back to pick it up. Gathered back up by Chihas. Here's Danford. Lifts it back to center. A race for it now as Jiricek goes back, being shadowed there by Baudouin. Up for Nestrashil, who chips that back down to the Canadian zone as Danford goes back. Chops at that. Held by Fibiger. Danford fell behind the goal. Here's Klima on it. Yuri Klima in the corner. Aitchison steps into him. Goes back up by Desnoyers. And feeds that down. That'll be icing against Canada. The face-off back down to their zone with 1:13 to go in the second period.
What a night for Michael Hage.
3 goal posts.
3 goal posts. A double penalty shot. And he's got to try to move past it. He's just rolling through it right now. Just trying to process it, then park it. And use it for fuel to go out and get another one. And he just might need the intermission to get all the way there.
Aitchison feeds that down. In the earlier semifinal, Viggo Bjork of Sweden had 4 breakaways in overtime, took a penalty late in the overtime, and then was the first shooter pick to shoot for the Swedes in the shootout. Didn't score on that either.
So maybe he's got to talk to Viggo Bjork how he's doing, because that many chances for one player alone. Usually you'd feel great. It means you're having a good game. You're all over the puck.
O'Reilly for the face-off against Curran. Face-off, one Poulin shoots. Ivan Kovic the save to hang on to that.
So when you win draws, you got to make plays. The previous face-off, Aitchison has a puck on his stick and he shoots it down the ice. Just ices it clean. and that results in another defensive zone faceoff. This time you don't win it. Curran gets there, and Poltein gets a really good chance late in the period because you're not able to make a play with a puck under a bit of pressure.
Sam O'Reilly for the faceoff now against Curran. The near boards are unattended. Puck goes back to Poltein. To get a shot away now. Galvis moves in on Martone, fires that wide. Final minute out of the period. Long shot taken by Murka, knocked down by Evan Kovic. McKenzie. Back down to the check line. Galvis knocks it down. Kicked ahead by McKenzie. That was broken up by Galvis at center ice. In comes Curran. Max Curran moves it, feeds it back across. They score! Alan Benak fires it home with 42 seconds to go in the second period, and the Czechs are back on top. And Benak finally has his first goal of this World Junior. He'd been all over it for 5 games.
You guys just tackling him. He's been waiting on it, and he takes advantage of a really tough puck play by Ethan McKenzie. He's got the puck here in the neutral zone, everyone attacking, and he puts it on the ice where it can get turned over, and a great finish. What a pass from Curran through the diving O'Reilly and Brunick, and that's how you find the corner short side. Benak, he's been desperate for a goal all tournament long, and he gets a huge one with under a minute left. You just cannot turn that puck over in that situation if you're Ethan McKenzie, a defenseman stepping up in the rush, because if you do, you give up the chance you cannot afford to give up.
Benak, one of 3 Czech players who plays for the powerhouse Brantford Bulldogs in the Ontario Hockey League. He's a Minnesota 4th-round pick. And Canada trails again.
Czechia goal, scored by number 20.
Parekh, back to Reed. Here's Iginla with it.
Assist number 12.
Feeds it back to Parekh. Up for Iginla. Knocked down by Misa. And Fibberger back for it. Chihas for Martone. Knocked down by Misa. Plays it back for Parekh. Zane Parekh shoots. It goes off the leg of Chihas. Martone trying to dig it free. Move back to center. That's bumped ahead by Parekh. Now picked back up by Nestrashil. Nestrashil for Chihas moving in. And Parekh knocked him off the puck but lost his stick. Time winding down here in the period. Chihas plays it back in deep for Nestrashil. Centers a bouncing puck loose in front. Knocked away by Iginla. And the Czechs will go to the dressing room with a 3-2 lead after 40 minutes of play on semifinal Sunday at the 2026 World Junior Hockey Championship.
Trust they'll find a way to score them.
Teams will start the 3rd period at 5-on-5. The Czechs have ended Canada's tournaments the last 2 years in the quarterfinals, now trying to sink their gold medal hopes and send them to a bronze medal game. Canada came back and beat the Czechs on Boxing Day 7-5 with 4 goals in the 3rd period. Nestrashil plays it back for Sikora. That's broken up at center ice by Aitchison. Pass goes off a skate. O'Reilly for Danford. That goes off a stick and back down to the Czech zone. Adam Jiricek back for it. Up ahead for Nestrashil. Brought ahead by Sikora. Winds it across the line. Sikora moves around Iginla. Sikora still with it. Centers it. Nestrashil on the top of the net. That rolls off the back. Gathered back up by Martone. Porter Martone snaps that pass ahead for Iginla. In on Galvis. And Galvis took that away from Iginla. And Poltein has it back for the Czechs. Moving in across the line, drops it off for Benak. Shoots, he fired that high. And Martone knocks it down for Misa. Murtka in across the line. The play is offside.
Been a lot of fun with Adam Benak in this tournament. He's been all around the net, but had not found a way to score and was visibly showing his frustration. And he had so many looks for an offensive player throughout this tournament. And he finally gets his first of the tournament, and it's a big one. And check out the reaction from his teammates who were mobbing him for finally getting to the back of the net.
He had a bushel of chance in the third period of the blowout win against Denmark and was visibly frustrated. Hage pulls that back and shoots at the flex wide. Here's Brunick on it. Back around. Reshny missed that pass as Hage steps up. Knocks that free. They'll get it back up by Novotny. Adam Novotny. In on McKenzie, who stays with him, and the play's offside at the Canadian line.
It's a good surf by Ethan McKenzie all the way across to stifle that rush opportunity. You know, McKenzie would want to collect himself after the second period, had a tough turnover late. Hage would want to collect himself after the second period with all those chances and the 2 penalty shots that he wasn't able to cash in on. And put that aside and find their best period of the game, individually and collectively. Try to get to the gold.
Not just man back to pick it up on the center ice. Knocked in for Kubiesa. And Verhoff took that away. Keaton Verhoff. Up for Reshny. Look ahead for McKenna. That pass was knocked away. And Drunchuk. In for Klima. Shoots. He fired that wide. Here's Hage back on it. Up ahead to McKenna. Gavin McKenna pulls that free. Rolled off his stick and Drunchuk has it back. Jiricek. Out to center ice. Chipped in by Klima. Left there by Ivan Kovic. Back for Verhoff. Verhoff up ahead for Luchenko. And Nestershil plays it back into the Canadian zone. Karls knocked it down, brought back in by Sikora. Sikora, the Czech captain. Back in the corner, Karl stepped into him. Chias knocks it down. In for Sikora. Bump there by Coots. Back at the point is Fibiger. Crossing goes to Jiricek. Jiricek, that shot was blocked by Karls. Canada hemmed in here for the moment as Sikora plays it back in. Down for Nestershil. And Verhoff races to it. Keaton Verhoff back up to center ice. Jiricek knocks it down. Lead pass catches Canada changing. Nestershil tees it up and shoots. Ivan Kovic knocks that down for Danford. Danford up for Baudouin. And O'Reilly sweeps it down. Baudouin races after it. And Curran plays it back down to the Canadian zone. That'll go right down to Ivan Kovic. Plays that for Aitchison. Out to center ice. Picked up by Desnoyers. He comes slashing in. Desnoyers centers it. The pass was in behind O'Reilly. Now Danford is shot. And Orszalak makes the save on that.
There's been a lot of high flips by Canada in this game. Not often resulting in good opportunities, but this one has Desnoyers flowing to the puck, and you can see Mirka knows he's in trouble. He doesn't have the speed to turn with him. Desnoyers just runs out of angle, trying to find O'Reilly in the back door. Maybe want to bank off the side of the body as Orszalak was leaving the post to get across on the pass.
Reshny will go for the face-off. He's out there along with Hage and McKenna. Czechs beat the Canadians last year on a last-minute goal by Adam Yeko, who was injured during their training camp in Bemidji, Minnesota. He slipped walking to the ice and broke his hand. Czechs also lost goaltender Jakub Vitok in December to an injury. He would have been their #1 likely here. That's moved in by Tittlebach. Winds in a backhand shot. Ivan Kovic makes the stop, and on the rebound on Adam Tittlebach, who got promoted to the third line for the Czechs and has a goal here this evening.
Showing that the Vancouver Giants got a pretty good offensive game. He's always shown a lot of speed in this tournament, and he's able to attack underneath.
Reed stick and slides. Vladimir Gulin almost tucked that one under Ivan Kovic. It's a good move by Tittlebach. A reminder that no matter where you play in these rosters, you're a talented player.
Reshny for the face-off against Hook.
Canada's just dominated the face-off circle in every game they played in. After 2 periods, face-off 60% in favor of Czechia.
And they've been good throughout the tournament, have the Czechs. They like their team coming into this tournament. Patrick and Gustav felt they had one of the best teams they've sent for a long time. Lead pass for Hage. Orszalak plays that away from trouble as McKenna comes after it. Tittlebach out to center ice, batted back down by Parak. Back at center ice, here is Zane Parak. For McKenna to Hage. Sets it up inside the line, feeds that down to Reshny, walks right over, shoots, scores! Williams. Cole Rushney with a power move, and the game is tied at 3.
That's such a good decision by Cole Rushney. Quick up, transition play, and they gets full possession, and they slide it down the goal line. Rushney takes a look across, freezes everybody, and he says, you know what? If you're not going to come towards me, Vesey's not even looking at him. And Orszalek gets all tangled up on the post. I think he loses his edge. He's way outside. He wants to anchor his left skate on the post. He's got it below the goal line, so there's no push. And it's a wide open net for Cole Rushney for his second of the game.
Well, it was going to be his second. They've just changed the scoring on the second goal and given it to Parekh.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever works.
He'll take it. Tie game, Canada.
3-3 the score here in the third. 4 gone. And the lines are all over the place with Brady Martin out, and Rushney gets his opportunity and takes advantage. Now Jiricek. Plays out in the corner, picked off by Misa. Lead pass to Martone. Porter Martone snaps it across to Iginla. Iginla back for Martone, and Martone shovels it in front. The pass just out of the reach of Misa. Iginla plays it back around. Brunik steps up for Canada. Harrison Brunik kicks out ahead. Jiricek up for Klima. And Brunik knocks down that rink-wide pass, feeds it back across to McKenzie. Up for Martone, who chips it down. Orszalek to Jiricek for Klima. Back across to Fibiger. Aitchison. Chihas almost knocked that down. It's loose at the side of the goal. Chihas with the Czechs changing, feeds that back to Galvis. Dumps it back to Chihas, a long shot. That's just wide. Mirka steps up for the Czechs. Bumped there by Martone. Porter Martone. Let Mirka go toe-to-toe on a big body collision in the corner. Picked out by Baudouin. Puts it over the head of Chihas and back down the ice as Galvis goes back, being shouted there by Desnoyers. Nestrashil drops that back to Galvis. Thomas Galvis winds in, goes 1-on-4. That's knocked away by Danford. Danford's stick was tied up. Now the centering pass for Sikora. Drops it back to Galvis. Galvis gets loose. Moves it back across. That's poke checked away. Now Sikora has it back. Sikora moves back in on Danford. Sharp angle shot at the side of the goal. Skips back to the corner. Desnoyers got it.
Make a play with poise here.
Back around to Danford.
Got to make a play with poise.
Aitchison turns over to Galvis. In comes Galvis with it. Pivots back in the corner on Aitchison. Galvis goes off a stick and back to center. Canada needs a change badly here. Sikora sends it ahead for Galvis.
Someone's got to get off. One of the guys got to rotate off.
Desnoyers brings it back the other way. 1-on-4 goes behind the back. Desnoyers with a drive. And a shot. Orszalek makes the stop. Rebound. Rushney comes racing in for that. Canada gets fresh legs on the ice now. Rushney winds in, drops it back to Reed with a shot that hit Galvis. It goes to the corner. Galvis is exhausted now. McKenna down to Hage. Michael Hage pivots back. Who's behind the goal? Jim plays side of the goal. Picked back up by McKenna. And McKenna back with a citizen. Reed put that wide. Here's Reed back on it. Cameron Reed walks out. Feeds that back to McKenna. McKenna back to Reed with a shot. Orszalek saved. The rebound skipped away from Rushney. Gathered back up by Hage. He walks out. Trying to poke that back across, and it's knocked out by Politin. Back goes Reed for it. Icing waved off. Up ahead to McKenna. Nifty chip there for Hage. Michael Hage winds in. Shoots! That's blocked in front by Fibiger. And now McKenzie back with it. Back across to Parekh. He finds Hage. Moves in across the line. Hage's rink-wide pass is batted down by Tittleback. Now a shot by Brunik. And Brunik's shot just wide. Back is McKenzie on it. McKenzie feeds that back down to Martone for McKenna. And Misa tries to knock it free. Misa goes in and hook. They battle for it in the corner. Fibiger in as well as Canada's making a change. Iginla comes on. Picked free by Martone. And Jiricek spins back. Knocked down by Brunik. Feeds it down to Iginla. Iginla shoots! And that tipped in front of Orszalek. I didn't see that. Misa back at the line. It's helped by McKenzie, but now a chance for Jiricek. Looks ahead for Tittleback. Titleback winds in, drops it back for Novotny. Pullum shoots. Save made by Evan Kovic. And this game is wide open now here in the third period. And Martone is knocked down. He is trying to limp back to the Canadian bench. He's lost his stick. Mrka plays it back in. Porter Martone is shaken up. And now Novotny back with it. Adam Novotny walks out. He fires, bounces, but loose in front. That's knocked away. Klima works in. Pivots back in the corner. Klima across the top, feeds that back to Mrka. And Mrka with it. Mrka feeds it back. Kubiesa, a shot that goes high and wide. Long time between whistles here in the third period. Picked out by Klima. Feeds that back to Mann. Back across, and Mrka's shot was blocked by O'Reilly. McGinley got a stick on that. It dribbles down in front. And Dranchak couldn't get a shot away. Here's Klima back with it. Tired Canadian defenders on the ice now. Here's Klima loose in the corner. Feeds that back to Mann. He shoots. That was blocked in front by McKenzie. O'Reilly's got it. Lifts it back down the check zone, and it'll skip right down wide of the goal. Icing was waved off. And the Czechs are screaming about that. Chip back in by Sikora. Gets his own shoot in and finds Nestrashil. Here's Sikora behind the goal. Aitchison on it. Sikora plays that back to Galvez. A shot. That's deflected wide. Loose to the side of the goal. Nestrashil centered it. And Danford has it back to Canada to Luchenko. Out with Baudouin. And Luchenko pokes it in for Cole Baudouin. In the corner, he's crunched there by Galvez. And Nestrashil has it back for the Czechs. Nestrashil looks ahead. And a driving tip. In comes Chia, scores! Wojtek Chia slips it home, and the Czechs are back on top, 4-3.
What a goal by Chias. Teams going back and forth. 3 guys back for Canada, but Chias drives on a forward. That's Desnoyers. He's in the middle. He can't pivot with a speedy Chias. And great puck protection, and that's a tight lift. That is barred down. What a goal. Drag, protect, get the leg out, and perfectly tucked short side. Chias under duress to restore the lead for Czechia again.
He had a goal and 2 assists in the Boxing Day game against Canada. He's an LA second-round pick who's going to the Kelowna Rockets when this tournament is over. Kelowna, the host team for the upcoming Memorial Cup, will add some serious skill in a couple of days. But right now, Chias has the Czechs back on top. In comes Benak with it. Plays it back around Hage. Tied up there by Politin. Now McKenna racing to it. Jiricek shoots. It got through, and Ivan Kovic makes the stop. 9:51 to go here in the third period. Cole Reshney draws Canada even. But then Wojtek Chias restores the Czech lead.
Like we've had today. First semifinal was fantastic. Sweden winning in a shootout. Canada trying to get it tied to force this one potentially beyond regulation.
There are 46 different IHF tournaments over the course of the year in various age groups, divisions. Division 1A, the World Junior, won by Norway this year. They'll advance to the top division next year to take on the competition in Edmonton and Red Deer, as Denmark was relegated here this year. Not a long shot, knocked away by Ivan Kovic. Correct. Up ahead to O'Reilly, that goes off a stick. Benak brings it back in. That looked offside. And now Benak back with it. Centers it, knocked down by Hage. Up ahead to McKenna. Gavin McKenna lifts it back down to the Czech zone as Hage was the first man there. Down to Reshney. Hage was taken down. Reshney's centering pass is picked up by Benak. Benak lays it back down, and Ivan Kovic leaves it there. For Reed. Up to Parak. That cross-ice pass is knocked down by Novotny. You talked about at the top of the show, the key for Canada would be do the things they did well, but not do the things they've done badly, which is turning the puck over. There's been a lot of that here tonight.
That's That's the beauty of this tournament, though. A lot of kids wired for offense. Still a defensive game maturing.
Misa tries to knock that free. Martone's back out there for Canada. Puck frozen along the boards. Martone trying to work it loose along with Misa. Now Martone does get it free. That pass hits Novotny. Novotny up ahead for Tittlebach. In on Carl, the centering pass. Novotny, a backhand shot. Saved by Evan Kovic. The rebound stop from Galvis. Dranchak, long shot. That bounces off. Verhoff in front. And Dranchak knocks it down. Racing to it is Verhoff. Pokes that back to center ice. And Dranchak feeds that back for the Czechs. In comes Klima. Verhoff's got it back. Up for Martone. Lead pass. Finds Baudouin. Paul Baudouin drops it up to a Ginla. Back for Baudouin. That goes wide. Knocked down by O'Reilly. Klima lays it back to Dranchak, and back goes Brunick for it. Loose in the corner. Desnoyers for Baudouin. Brunick jumping up. He finds O'Reilly. O'Reilly trying to find Brunick. It bounces right back to him. O'Reilly, backdoor pass for Baudouin. That was knocked away by Klima. Up and out of play. 7:35 to go here in the second semifinal in St. Paul. The Czechs with a 4-3 lead. Ivan Kovic keeps it that way.
Czechia has been really good in their counterattacking when they get a break. Can they get one here? The speed. Tittlebach drives him back. Novotny beats his guy up the ice at Verhoff. He goes backhand, and he tries to go upstairs. He fans on it. Any shot 5-hole would have found the back of the net for Novotny and put the Czechs up 2, but stays a 1-goal game.
Now Baudouin, Desnoyers, and O'Reilly the forward line for Canada, and once again Sekera takes a key face-off for the Czechs. Correct. Feeds it back across, and that's picked up by Chihas as Reed races back. Reed plays it back around for Baudouin.
Correct just got shaken up by the big hit by Nestorseal. He went straight off.
Desnoyers plays it back down to the Czech zone. Brady Martin already out for Canada after being injured in the first period. And the Czechs break in 3-on-2. Chihas labels it back in front. Mirka spins it back around. Here's Chihas. Feeds it back. Door bouncing puck. Oh, how did Nestorseal not score there? Ivan Kovic down. They had a wide open net. And now Curran picks it free. Curran shoots at the flex high. Over the glass and out. And how did the Czechs miss there?
This is what Czechs is going to do the rest of the game. Canada's going to push. The Czechs will jump when they turn it over and have all kinds of chances. Mirka kicks it back over, and it's a swipe and a miss by Nestorseal. Oh my goodness! Any touch and it's in. And lots of chances all over the ice. And top right by the blue line, here's Parekh and Nestorseal. It's a pretty clean hit by Nestorseal, and Parekh heads right down the tunnel, and Canada certainly needs their top offensive defenseman available to try to get back into this one.
6:55 to go in the third period. Reshny for the face-off against Curran. Reshny taps that back to Danford. Out to center ice, knocked down by Galvis. Gloved down by Ivan Kovic. Left there for Aitchison. Keishon Aitchison, 19 goals this year for Barrie of the Ontario League. And the defenseman swings it back out. Up ahead to Reshny. Reshny in across the line. Reshny plays it back around, waiting for it is Danford. Chips that back, but no one there for Canada. Back comes Hook the other way, drops that back to Galvis. Galvis winds in, back for Benak, holds, waits for the Trevor Novotny, moves it and shoots. That puck bounces wide. Pick back up, Novotny wraparound try. Ivan Kovic is saving. Tyler Galvis and a penalty coming to Canada. McKenna's going to go off. Benak shoots, that goes high. And with 6:05 to go, the Czechs are going to the power play.
Invest with Fidelity, and reaching your goals may just take less time than you think.
Tough time for Gavin McKenna to take a cross check as Galvis is trying to sell a 4. He's down there banging away to rebound. And does he get him with his stick in the face, or is that a glove to the face? Tough to tell on that replay. Either way, it's going to be a rough for McKenna, if not a cross-check. One more look there to see exactly what, if anything, caught Galvis in the face, because if he's bleeding, make sure it's not his own stick.
Right, the officials huddling at center ice to talk about it.
Perhaps we'll get a better look at this one. Where does he hit him and what gets him?
The previous play is under review for a potential major penalty.
It's a glove for sure. And if the stick gets across his chin, then and a major is not only McKenna out of the game, but that's 5 of the remaining 6:05 left. That Canada would be shorthanded, right, which could essentially end the game until the last minute.
Referees Rocco Stachowiak of the United States, Alexander Osterberg of Sweden.
It feels as much like a punch to the chin as it is a cross-check to the chin. Definitely a penalty. Right across there. Right in front of the official as well. This is a monstrous decision the referees are considering. Gavin McKenna sitting right beside them.
And they're making a call in conjunction with the video official. Here's the call from Stachowiak.
Canada number 9 has been awarded set for the 2-minute penalty for cross-checking.
So it's a 2-minute minor for McKenna.
So it gives Canada a chance for a kill. Something they've done really well in this tournament. It's not a penalty you can take with only 6 minutes left. Chewing up valuable clock. Probably the best look at it there. Cross-check or rough, either one would be appropriate on that call.
And now O'Reilly for the face-off against Sikora. The penalty kills have been good in this tournament. Will need to be again here to keep them in it with a chance to tie it late. Jiricek back to Fibiger. Fibiger moves it back across to Jiricek.
2D on the power play for Czechia.
Jiricek feeds it down to Biesa. Takes the return pass from Jiricek. Chias is parked on the back door. Jiricek moves across the top. Jiricek feeds that back to Fibiger. Back across to Biesa. Simmons at Chias with a shot. Ivan Kovic to save. Jiricek saves it. Oh, what a stop there by Ivan Kovic. And now Baudouin sends that down the ice. Boy, Ivan Kovic's been terrific. Big stops there. And earlier to keep it a 1-goal game as Merkin moves across the line.
Was that
too many men?
Is that a too many chance? Oh my goodness, how can that happen? You got to be so locked in on the bench.
Czechia, team bench minor, too many players on the ice.
One guy going off as a defenseman, and two forwards jump.
That's 6 in the play.
That's not even close. That's like a pulled goalie. Nestor Seal jumps, Mirka jumps. That's where Nestor Seal's wrong. Nestor Seal's not supposed to go for the defenseman. That's on 14 White. And so now
remember again, the Czechs are playing 2 defensemen on the power play, so they're probably not used to.
That's why you got to communicate and be so laser focused. So now we get Canada on power play in a minute 12, but also a minute of 4-on-4 time to open things up, which always helps the team trying to score.
Misa, along with Martone. Parek's back out there for Canada. Off the draw.
Oh, did he almost touch that with his hand? And he did. Oh my gosh, one after another.
And that's another penalty.
Oh boy, losing their heads on both sides.
The officials talking about it, and it is against the rules in the IHF, well, in the NHL too, to play the puck off the face-off with your hand.
Now, Luka Mäkinen, the linesman, is pretty definitive in there. Does he fall and touch it, or does he reach for it? That's a reach. He has a great look at it. Yeah. Now, you might say he was trying to put his hand on top of the Czech stick. Oh, another huge deliberation. Misa knows that he is hanging by a thread. My sense is he puts it right down where the puck is. We've seen it off the initial drop be called. This has been a penalty in this tournament. This very similar type touch.
Not reviewable.
And you don't have to put your hand on it and grab it. It's not like a penalty shot. You just got to brush it away. He put his hand right down towards it and made contact.
It was a long conversation between the referees and the two linesmen.
It's been Luka Mäkinen, number 67, the linesman. He came in and he was pretty definitive about his opinion.
Okay, here's the call from Stachowiak.
Canada, number 7, has been assessed a 2-minute minor penalty for delay of game.
Playing the puck with your hand off a face-off. And so the Czechs are back on the power play.
Oh, that's a consistent call. That's one we've seen. And that's McKenna, Misa.
Two of Canada's best offensive players in the box. 5:13 to go in the third period. Czechs up 1 and on the power play.
Kubiesa, a shooter in 11 for Czechia out there. O'Reilly, Baudouin, Danford for Canada.
Off the face-off, Danford to the line, but not out. Knocked down by Galvis. Winds it back across to Kubiesa. Chihas parked in front. Here's Galvis. Galvis back across to Sikora. Moves in, feeds it down. Chihas shoots. Glove save by Ivan Kovic.
On that rotation, it's going to be one-on-one. Chihas and Ivan Kovic. Chihas going right back to where he already scored the go-ahead goal here in the third period. Short side over the glove, but Ivan Kovic was waiting on that one.
Now Baudouin for the face-off against Sikora. Draw one by Canada. Danford's got some time off the boards and back out. 45 seconds to go in the McKenna penalty. Galvis winds back. Drops it off to Chihas. That's the pass back. Chihas pivots back in the corner. Feeds that back for Sikora. Sikora bobble the puck for a moment. Still with it. Sikora feeds it back across. Kubiesa's shot. Ivan Kovic makes the save. Picked back up by Chihas. Feeds that back to Sikora. Back across. Chihas has some time. Galvis. And the shot lane blocked by Baudouin. The puck comes back out. Final seconds now of the McKenna penalty. Galvis pulls it back in. That's knocked away by Parak. McKenna steps back on. It's 4-on-4 for the next 42 seconds. Baudouin up for McKenna. Moving in along with Parak. Gavin McKenna gets a step on the move. Shoots and put that wide. Up steps Hage to keep it alive now. Hage poking at that. Knocked up by Jiricek. Benak on Parak, and it rolls back down to the Canadian zone. Reed back across to Parak. Lead pass to McKenna. Moving in with Hage. In comes Michael Hage. On Fibiger. Shoots. Save made by Orszalak. And Benak back with it. 3.5 to go here. Benak feeds it ahead. In comes Benak along with Curran. Benak winds in. Curran moves in a backhand shot. Saved by Ivan Kovic.
Czechia is playing at full strength.
A brief 3-second power play for Canada. That's over. Curran. Back to Mann. Drops it back to... Chance of the signing goal for Curran. That shot turned over Ivan Kovic. Another chance. That's knocked down. And the teams are back to 5-on-5. 3 to go here in the third period. Misa slides it back down to the Czech zone. Michael Misa plays it back around to Martone. Brings it around to Aitchison. Keyshawn Aitchison. Back down to Martone. Aitchison with it. Walks out of the corner. Feeds that back to Brunig with a shot. Deflected back in front of the score. Connor Martone ties the game. The captain strikes with 2:41 to go in the third period.
as the captain ties it up. Aitchison activating, gets to the front of the net. And Martone tracks a bouncing puck. Czechia fronting to try to not let the puck get there. But Martone seals off Miertka and is able to get it to his forehand and tuck it in to tie the game. Oh, under 3 to play against the run of play. All these chances. Ivan Kovic standing on his head to keep it a 1-goal lead for Czechia. And Martone races.
Jiricek fires out ahead. Knocked down by Baudouin. And O'Reilly plays it back in. A tie game late between Canada and Czechia in a playoff game of the World Junior. Ever heard that before? Now a chance for Aitchison at the flex wide. Back around to O'Reilly. O'Reilly bumps it down to Baudouin. Baudouin feeds that back. Fed back in by Danford. Now Baudouin for Desnoyers. Here's Reshny after it. Picked back up by Nestrashil. He finds Seeger out with Chihas. These dangerous check forwards go back to work. Chihas centers it. Ivan Kovic knocked that away. Here's Reshny on it. Inside 2 to go in the third. Reshny moves it on Miertka. He knocks that free. Bedak plays to the center ice. Knocked down by Hage. And Curran gathers it back up for the Czechs. Now Galvis works in on Brunik. Galvis. And Brunik erases him from the play. Benak. Back in for Curran. That centering pass is knocked down by Hage. Fed out to McKenna. McKenna had a stick knocked out of his hands. Now McKenna gathers it back up. Here's Benak the other way for the Czechs. Feeds it in for Curran moving in. Curran with a chance. Rebound losing from the score. With 1:14 to go, the Czechs have retaken the lead. Max Curran in front appeared to get the last touch. And is this the 3rd straight year that the Czechs have scored late on Canada? It was 40 seconds left. Last year, 11 seconds left the year before, and now 1:14 left. Max Curran has put the Czechs ahead 5-4.
Well, he's getting loose. Guys getting tired. Misa gets caught puck watching. And does this one catch his Politin's foot on the way through? That's not a kick. He's turning and barely even looking at it.
I think it's Politin.
Politin's foot, but he's not even looking at the puck. That is not a kick. That will absolutely count. And Michael Misa just got caught puck watching for a second, lost body position, and then a tough break.
The play is under review.
The refs will review this to make sure it wasn't a kick, but tough to be a kick when you're not even looking at the puck. He is just pivoting, and the puck catches his stick. And amazingly, Czechia comes back again to take the lead with just 1:14 left. And this review will allow Canada to draw a diagram, set up a play in their personnel for what will be a goalie out situation.
The 4th time the Czechs have scored a go-ahead goal in the game.
This one's going to be Politin's when it's all said and done. He's looking for the puck, but eventually he turns away, and it's just, maybe Misa might even get it as well with his stick. Just a tough break for Canada. Off Misa's skate, off Politin's skate, and just over the goal line. Oh, so close. Ivan Kovic with the stick as well, but this will count, and Canada will have to go to the attack one more time.
Here's the call from referee Rocco Stachowiak.
After review, the call on the ice stands. We have a goal.
That'll be Politin's goal. He had 2 against the Canadians in the first meeting on Boxing Day.
And now both teams have got their personnel rested and ready for a 6-on-5 potential situation.
1 minute and 27 seconds after Canada had tied it, the Czechs have regained the lead. And the Czechs have scored 5 on Canada in both their meetings at this year's World Junior.
Greg was getting some equipment change, got on the ice. They got Hage as a defenseman right now amongst their 5.
And the puck pulled free, but skipped by Hage. And we'll keep an eye on Ivan Kovac in the Canadian goal. Correct. Lead for Martone, who fires it back down to the Czech zone. And Ivan Kovac goes to the bench. On comes McKenna. Baudouin. Reshty moves in and shoots. Orszag save, and now a penalty coming to Canada. Reshty colliding with the goaltender. He's going to go for goalie interference with 53 seconds left. He's arguing got pushed. And Reshty incensed as he goes to the box.
Got the good look driving out of the corner all by himself. He, no question, gets shoved from behind, but he makes no attempt to slow up. He barrels right through Orszag. It's a lot like the Novotny one.
Minor penalty, interference on the goalkeeper.
And that's 3 goalie interference penalties in this game. But a man advantage, 54 seconds. Canada running out of options. Reshty's got to
be careful here. The referee is looking back at the penalty box and giving him the cool it sign. So the face-off in the Canadian zone. The Czechs on the power play. 53 seconds to go in the 3rd period.
Canada penalty assessed to number 21.
And Marek sends that down. Ivan Kovac back to the bench. And on comes Iginla. Martone. Knocked that free. Here's Hage on it. Hage. Lost it to Fibiger. Here's Iginla back in the corner. Hage. Has that knocked away. Chance out for Chias with the empty net. Chias gets around Parekh. In comes Chias. Shoots, scores! Wojciech Chias will put it away for the Czechs. A 6-4 lead with 25 seconds to go. And now Martone has to be restrained by the officials. And McKenna's getting a misconduct. Reshty's giving it to the official. And Chias celebrating the 3rd straight year that the Czechs will end Canada's gold medal hopes in the playoff round of the World Junior.
It was the speed that got him the last goal, the speed that gets him the empty net goal. And frustration boiling over for Canada. And watch the bench, watch the joy.
They've done it again.
3rd year in a row.
Canada, number 9, minor penalty, abuse official, plus 10-minute misconduct.
So McKenna was giving to the officials after the goal. He gets a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct.
What the fuck am I supposed to do there?
25 seconds to go. As Verhoff goes back, plays it back around to Karls.
Number 15, Wojciech Chias.
Knocked down by Novotny, brought back in by Chias. Shoots, and Ivan Kovac steers that away. Canada had a 5-0 record coming in. But the Czechs will win it, and the Czechs will play Sweden for the gold medal tomorrow night. Canada will face Finland for the bronze. And the Czechs, once again, take down Canada. Czechia has won medals now in 4 consecutive World Junior Championships for just the 2nd time in its history. Guaranteed no worse than a silver. You've got to go back to the mid-1980s to see the last time they did it.
Canada 6, game total of 24.
We'll get the player of the game presentations, then the top 3 players for each team, and then the Czech national anthem. And they have become Canada's nemesis at the World Junior.
Very much like the first game they played on Boxing Day. That one, Canada won 7-5 in a wild one. This one, Czechia 6-4 in a wild one. Czechia was full value for this win. They were fantastic.
The Czechs tied that game on Boxing Day 3 times. Tonight took the lead 4 different times in the game.
The artwork honors the indigenous
Gavin McKenna wants to know if he can come back on the ice.
Roots that define Minnesota.
Brady Martin is shooting the tunnel as well.
By Mike Trimboli, president of USA Hockey, and Meredith Lang, founder and executive director of Mosaic Hockey Collective. The best player of the game for Team Canada is number 21, Cole Reshny.
Good game for Reshny. Had a couple of goals. Played a lot after Martin went out with injury.
And the best player of the game for Team Czechia is number 15, Wojtek Cihas.
Wojtek Cihas, the LA 2nd round pick. Headed for Kelowna of the Western Hockey League when this tournament's over.
The 3 best players of the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship for both teams will now be awarded with a watch from Tissot, the official timekeeper of the International Ice Hockey Federation. The 3 best player awards are selected by each team and will be presented by Justin Thompson, Tissot U.S. brand president, and Rick Ostrom, Tissot manager director. The 3 best players for Team Canada are number 11, Tej Aginla, number 19, Zane Perek, and number 23, Sam O'Reilly. And the 3 best players from Team Czechia are number 5, Adam Juracek, number 17, Peter Sikora, and number 23, Tomasz Galvis.
Well, those 2 defensemen, Galvis and Juracek, have been outstanding for the Czechs.
And Sikora has been the leader they are all following.
Have been outstanding for the Czechs.
And Sikora has been the leader they are all following.
Straight years under similar circumstances, Czechia does it to Canada. Maybe the difference this year, not a huge upset. They were worthy, and this was a pick'em game from the beginning, and the Czechs pull it off. Canada chasing it almost from the outset, and it will be 3 straight years without a gold for the Canadians. And so it will look like this tomorrow at the World Juniors. Sweden, what a thrilling day of the 2 semis. The Sweden game was incredible, and this one as well. And Czechia earns its spot in the gold medal game. Canada will play Finland in the early game for the bronze.
The 2020.
Pełny miejsc stał nad lugą, niezmiennym dziwnym progą. светит и молчит. Бледный луг цветущий, мрак ночной по нем ползущий. Отдыхает, спит. Жутко выйти на дорогу, непонятная тревога под луной царит. Хоть и знаешь, утром рано солнце выйдет из тумана, поле озарит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. Над лугом, неизменным дивным кругом, светит и молчит. Бледный луг цветущий, мрак ночной по нем ползущий. Отдыхает, спит. Жутко выйти на дорогу, непонятная тревога под луной царит. Хоть и знаешь, утром рано солнце выйдет из тумана, поле озарит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. Утром рано солнце выйдет из тумана, поле озарит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. Пусть светит месяц, ночь темна, пусть жизнь приносит людям счастье. В моей душе любви весна, не сменит бурно ненастья. Ночь распростерлась надо мной, и отвечает мертвым взглядом на тусклый взор души больной, облитой острым сладким ядом. Облитой острым сладким ядом. И тщетно страсти затая в холодной мгле передрассветной. Среди толпы блуждаю я, с одной лишь думаю заветной. Пусть светит месяц, ночь темна, пусть жизнь приносит людям счастье. В моей душе любви весна, не сменит бурного ненастья. месяц, ночь темна. Пусть жизнь приносит людям счастье. В моей душе любви весна не сменит бурного ненастья.